Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Let's Play of Victoria 2. So last time we went ahead and we played as Bavaria, in which we attempted to form the South German Federation. Ultimately it did not happen, because I didn't realize that we need to take this little bit of land here, which is Prussian and Württemberg. So we didn't take that, so that's why we didn't end up forming the South German Federation, and then forming Germany. But last time, I do realize now that there was no audio for last time. I do apologize for that. But basically what had happened was we managed to have our nation split in half. We lost our top half of our nation. Our population dropped by half to about 450,000 people left over. And as a result, Germany became a nation from the German pan-nationalists who kept spawning everywhere. So Germany did become a nation, and we had the option to either join them for the Greater German Empire, or we could have said fuck it and kept going. But at that point, losing half of our nation, I didn't really see much of a recovery for that. So I elected to go ahead and join Germany. So long live the German Empire. Now, let's go ahead and see about doing another nation. I did go ahead and I did play around as the United States a little bit earlier, just to get a feel for them. And it was a good video and everything, but just like with my last Bavaria video, it didn't have any audio. So we're going to go ahead and play as the United States of America. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Enough talking. More action now. Got my cup of coffee. Ooh, that's hot. This is the way I like it. Winky face. Alrighty. So, let's go ahead and go through everything. Budgets. We're going to increase the tax on the poor. Remove all tax on the rich. We'll leave middle at there. That's good, I guess. We're going to go ahead. We'll leave these guys the same. Everything else is going to stay the same for now. Let's go ahead and gather all of our armies. Is that all of them? Looks like it. And have everybody meet up in New Orleans. We're going to gather our navies and bring them over to Washington. So that way they can go ahead and gather up there. Technology. Let's go ahead and get some medicine. Politics. Our current political parties are the Democratic Party, the Whigs, and the Southern Democrats. Us being a democracy, which we are unable to actually select who we want. So we're going to have to leave a lot of the things such as building factories to the capitalists and so on and so forth. We can expand them, but we can't actually choose to build them from scratch, unfortunately. Slavery is currently allowed. Movements, nothing. Decisions. We have a lot of decisions going on. A lot of it is resolved around appeasing the populace, kind of preventing the civil war from happening. And we have nations that we can release, which we never will. Alright, so there's that. Democrats, population. Let's go ahead and get... Who are you? Artisans. Okay. We're going to get... Do I want soldiers or do I want some craftsmen? Let's go ahead and focus on clergymen, actually, so we can get our education up more. Because we have a 42% literacy rate, which isn't bad, but it could be better. So we're going to work on that. There's that. Trade, blah, blah, blah. Diplomacy. We're going to go ahead and start out, go to Haiti here. We're going to justify war. We're going to eat Haiti. Here we have the United States of Central America. And we are going to ally them. In addition to that, we're going to go ahead and offer Texas an alliance. Oh, here we have the little island nation of Hawaii. And we're going to work on getting them into our sphere of influence. Okay, so we have all these uncolonized lands that are up for the grab, and we're going to grab them. So we're going to snag this little bit of Idaho right here, because it isn't currently part of the actual state of Idaho. We have American Idaho, and we have, uncolonized Idaho. So we're going to get that. We're going to get Oregon to cut off Mexico from going up any farther. And then we're going to go ahead and challenge them also here in Colorado. Okay, so there's those. Texas. I want to go ahead and we can't do anything because we just sent them a request for alliance. All right, so I think that's it. I think that's all the preparation we're going to do right now. Let's go ahead and get going. Speed up some time. They accepted the alliance. They accepted the alliance. Outstanding. We are negative in terms of budget. Texas wants military access, of course. Mexico wants it. I say no. Let's increase our tariffs by 5%. Increase tax on the middle class. And let's go ahead and decrease our naval funding, so we can get that positive balance of income. Good old coffee. Abolitionist pamphlets. So we're going to get a lot of those pop-ups of various things. One of them is going to be regarding the Underground Railroad, which we will support. The other one's going to be regarding the exact opposite, which is like Knights of the Golden Circle or something like that. You'll find it later. I'll show it to you guys. And we're going to go ahead and be against those guys. Because being in the United States of America, being in the 1800s, we are going to deal with the Civil War. And we're going to go ahead and right now and do our best to mitigate that. So if we already have states here that support slavery, it's a full state, there's slavery, there's nothing we can do about that. But other places like Oklahoma, Colorado, when they become states, we have the option to decide whether or not we want to allow slavery. And we're not going to allow slavery. Nations that already have slaves, that's fine, it's whatever, we can't do anything about that. But we can't go ahead and prevent slaves from coming up, or more slave states from appearing. So see, this is what I was talking about, the Underground Railroad. The Underground Railroad was an informal network run by abolitionists of varied creeds and colors, dedicating themselves to helping slaves escape from the southern slave states to freedom in the North. We have every reason to believe that the Norfolk have recently developed into a hotbed of railroad activity. We could put pressure on local politicians to combat their activities, but only at the risk of stirring up abolitionist sentiments in the North. We're going to leave it be. And hopefully we should go ahead and get the other pop-up also here. So we can invest in our colony in Colorado, compete with Mexico for it. Look at that, Texas is about to go ahead and get themselves a little hunk of land. Good on you, Texas. Alright, we can influence Hawaii, increase their opinion of us. Our armies are combined. We're going to split them in half, so that way they're not taking any more attrition. Come up here to here. Alright, now Texas, give us some military access. Thank you very much. So, another cool mechanic here is the ability to intervene in wars. We are allied with Texas, and we are currently friendly with them. So when they start to lose the war, we can intervene with this little button here. As you can see, we cannot join them until they are losing the war. However, that doesn't mean that we can't go ahead and occupy some of their territory, so that way we can be positioned to attack. We're going to increase our navy with 9 more steam transports, which will gather up in Washington. This little button here will enable or disable this province as a rally point. So that way when they're built, they will automatically go ahead and travel up to here. The Second Great Awakening. Okay. Everyone's more in favor of moralism. Religious zeal is strong. So Texas is going to lose its capital. Now, is that enough for us to intervene? It is. So we are going to intervene and declare war on Mexico. We're going to go ahead and kill this army. Then we're going to unsiege Austin. We are losing the race in Colorado. There we go. No longer losing. These guys should be done in September 28, we can go ahead and incorporate them into our territory. Then we can battle Mexico. Oh, we can do it right now for Oklahoma. Let's see if we're actually losing this. Hey, we actually won that battle somehow. Well, you guys can come back up here to Austin. Liberate it. Give it a good, healthy dose of freedom. On Hawaii. Friendly with them. Outstanding. Right, looks like we're about healed up. Let's go ahead and... Oh, they're engaging us. Not good. Stop. Attack. It's going to take a while to get there. I don't think we're going to make it. Alright, we lost the battle. Alright, we can go ahead and create protectorates. Incorporate them into our territory. Very good. Take Washington. Increase this. And we can't do it there yet either. So, okay. Okay, road. Leave it be. We invest in the colonies. What's this? Alright, actually make them into a colony instead of just a protectorate. Portland is going to get a naval base. Alright, and we have our casus belli on Haiti to allow us to annex them, which we'll do just eventually. War between France and Algeria. That's interesting. And we will now add Hawaii into our sphere. Outstanding. Now we're going to get the United States of Central America into our sphere. Eventually. We can invest. Very good. Alright, so peace offer from Mexico. Because we are a great power and we did choose to intervene in the war, we get the status quo of the casus belli of status quo. The reason why we're at war. We want things to remain the same. So by us doing that, basically Texas is going to continue to exist. And we can't add any other, reasons for war, other demands, war goals right here. See? We can add a war goal if someone has added a status quo war goal. So, unfortunately. Which we will graciously accept. Huzzah! I'm gonna have these guys come over here to New Orleans. Then we're here at Baton Rouge. We gotta go on here. We create states in Iowa and Wisconsin. Do it. Give us more colonial points. Do it. Alright, so because they were granted statehood, we can go ahead and either extend slavery, make them slave states, or do not extend slavery, which we are going to do. We will not extend slavery. We will not extend slavery in either one. They should both be free states. Okay. Now I want my navy to come down here to New Orleans. Alright. Texas applies for statehood. Yesterday morning, we received a petition from the Texan Congress requesting statehood in the United States. A state constitution has been submitted along with maps defining the state's territorial borders. Common opinion seems to hold it a foregone conclusion that we will accept this petition for statehood and forever join Texas into our glorious republic. So we can either trust the common man to get it right and incorporate them, or we can decide now is not the time, really, in which we'll just really piss Texas off. we will let we are a government of the people, for the people, by the people. The people have spoken, and they want to have Texas come to us, so we will. And we will not extend slavery in Texas. Who is this? This is the U.S. Dragoons. We're going to rename this army, I think. Yes? Can we do that? We have the power, don't we? Oh, there we go. This is going to be... Who do we want? We got some guy named Carr as our general. He's unqualified and careful. We want to name this army. This is the Grand Army of the Republic. This is the first army. Alright, so, Grand Army of the Republic, prepare to spread democracy. Let's go ahead and declare war. Conquest. We can invest in our colony in Oklahoma. And we can invest, can we? April 29th, we can. Alright, we now have Colorado. Outstanding. Ooh. Battle of Turks and something C. Go to. We can't go to. Button is broken. Alright, now, let's go ahead. Have ourselves a little D-Day right here. While you guys get there and you guys take the capital, I'm taking a moment to talk about the United States as a playable nation here. So the United States starts out... Pausing and reading this. So the United States starts out in a very good position in the world. We are away from the turmoil that is, destined to ensure all of Europe. We have a large amount of land. All right, pausing on our little conversation here. This is the other thing I was talking about. Knights of the Golden Circle. We're going to suppress them. So we start with a lot of land and a fairly decent population, I think. We have 4 million adult males, which is decent. And we also start with a very large coast. A very large coast means we can have a lot more naval ports. More naval ports means more ships. More ships mean more colonial power. More colonial power means, better position for the scramble for Africa. Ooh, newspaper. What we got? War between Brazil and Bolivia. Spanish relations. Democracy. Nice. Rebel scum. The Confederate States of America will gain all as cores. Everybody in Virginia comes more in favor of slavery. So, yeah. And because we're over here, we're not really going to get into wars with any of the other major powers of the world. Britain, France, Prussia. We're pretty much going to be left alone here to do our own thing. We can invest in the colony. Do it. When are you going to be done? Actually, in a few days. Okay. And also, we're going to be able to go ahead and colonize pretty much all of Oceania here. All these islands and stuff. So in August or October, we can go ahead and hit them up. We managed to take the capital, move on up. Very good. And our navy is here. We're just going to go ahead and split them in half. And have half of them come on over here, so we can just blockade the rest of it. Then we can just help this war go on a bit. Very good. Let's go take a look at diplomacy. We're almost done. North America. So we're going to get those. We already have you. That's us. Mexico, we're going to go to war with you quite a few times. Haiti is about to be annexed, so that's really it. So let's go ahead and look at South America. One nation I really want to go ahead and start getting is going to be Brazil. Brazil is a large nation, a lot of resources, and good to have in our back pockets. Brazil probably starts out as the strongest country in all of South America, I say. Except for obviously these European nations here who have this as their land. So we can't build factories. See? Grayed out. Can't do it. Nope. We can, however, close them and expand them. Close. And Oklahoma is ours. So with that, we managed to prevent Mexico from gaining any additional territories, which will make it that much easier for us to wipe the floor with them. Ah, Bolivian Empire. Yes. American Anti-Slavery Society. We'll leave them be. I don't suppose you'd be willing to capitulate now, would you, Haiti? No, of course not. What's that line from that movie Galaxy Quest with Tim Allen and Alan Rickman? Never give up, never surrender. United Kingdom is going to declare war on Burma eventually. Add you guys, drop you down 1, and continue. And just like that, we've done it. Welcome, Haiti. Welcome to the United States of America. You will not be a slave state. Down the boat. Boat, come on up here. And dock in DC. We finished our technology of medicine, which is nice. Let's go and get romanticism. Have an army always stationed over here in Texas to protect us from those wannabe Spaniards. Hey, we got medicine against malaria. Rebels have risen in our sphere. The Federal States of America, or the United States of Central America. Let's have our squadron actually come on down here. We're going to go on vacation to Central America. Military access, proceed. They accept. We create a state now. Border ruffians. We didn't have an alliance before? I just want to give you guys alliance. So we can create a state in Michigan. Do it. And do not extend slavery. I don't know why you're actually engaging. Your morale's non-existent. Well, you're winning, so fine. Never mind. You don't need my help. Colombian insults. Oh, that's really nice. Look at that. We get prestige, plurality, and more research points. I'll take that. So, alright, so we have some coin to spend. Let's go ahead and start getting ourselves... Make sure we have a naval port in every station, in every state, and expand them when we can, which we can do quite a few, actually. So that's all we can do. So we can enact some decisions, Trail Tiers, House Gag Rule, and the Kansas-Nebraska Act. You guys can go ahead and take a moment to read these on your own. Go ahead and pause the video if you guys want. I'm going to keep pushing on. I know what they do. And while you say, before anyone starts, yelling at me, how could you enact the Trail of Tears, blah, 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 all that good stuff. I am actually Native American. It is a part of history, a sucky part of history, but it is what it is. Can't do anything about it now. How much does it actually cost to... 18,000 pounds. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and decrease funding for the army. We don't need any more. At least not yet. Increase education. And let's go ahead and start building some railroads where we can. Okay, we're broke, that's why. I was like, why can't we build them? Let's go and build us more ships. Let's get 9 more. Men of Wars. Our Father, Christ our Redeemer, man our brother. God our Father, Christ our Redeemer, man our brother. Okay. All posture in the United States where our African Americans will gain consciousness. Alright. So. Okay, guys, and that looks like a good spot to go ahead and end the video for now. Leave a like if you enjoyed this, comment, favorite, subscribe, all that good stuff, guys. You guys can get more kick-ass content like this from me. So, until then, hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you guys in the next adventure. Bye.